Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here again, and the news around the day before just keeps getting weirder and weirder by the day. And I wanted to go over it because the timeline is actually kind of crazy. So, if you miss it, this is a survival MMO that is supposed to drop in March. That's originally what we were looking at. I posted a video a couple weeks back basically saying I was concerned about the game because we haven't seen a lot of gameplay, just a little bit of trailer footage, but not a whole lot to get your teeth sunk into. There wasn't a lot of substance there. So I was worried because the game is coming up supposedly March 1st. Then yesterday comes around and they had announced previously we were going to get some gameplay footage this month in January, but then the game goes down on Steam, right? It's one of the most wishlisted games on the platform. Everyone's excited about it, and the game just disappears. So everyone's confused and concerned and worried about what is happening with this game. Well, then, fantastic, the developers come out with a statement. Right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name the day before. As you know, our game was announced in January 2021. At the time of the announcement, the day before, game trademark was available. After the announcement of the game, the above mentioned individual filled out an application before us to register the game trademark the day before in the United States. So they announced the name of the game before they trademarked the game, which is not the way you're supposed to do things. You should have all your ducks in a row, have everything lined up before you trademark the game. And this also sounds kind of fishy. So I'm not sure if I'm buying this 100%, but yeah, it's just a weird way to approach things. You would want the trademark ready before you announce the name of the game, so something like this doesn't happen. You would want to get the social media accounts ready as far as the names go. You would want to, the handles, all that kind of good stuff. You want to get that lined up so that there's no conflict once you do announce the game, or somebody doesn't try to take advantage of it and then they'll try to extort you for money or whatever the case may be. Previously, we were not aware of the existence of other things. We found out on January 19th, 2023, just a couple days ago. How do you go all this time, 2 years since their initial announcement, and they don't realize there's another trademark for the game? It's mind-blowing. I can't even fathom that being the case, and it kind of speaks to all the issues that the game has had. Whether this is a real situation where they don't have the trademark, or it's just an excuse to push back the game, I don't know. But either way, it's not a good look. It's just really not, and it's one of the wildest stories I've seen in video games in quite some time. Now we find out all the circumstances of the incident, and we will definitely solve everything. So after they receive the complaint, previously planned to post a lengthy gameplay video later this month, but we'll have to sort this issue out first. We will post a video ASAP. I don't know if the gameplay is ready. I've seen some people, including big streamers like Italian, say the game is not even real. It's just kind of a shell right now that they're showing to try to get people on board. But that would be crazy. This game looks like it could be so popular if done right, and yet all along there's been some hiccups every step of the way, so it's kind of crazy. As a result, we made the difficult decision to postpone the launch to November 10th. So because of this issue, they delayed the launch almost the entire year, all the way to November 10th. I just don't buy that necessarily, right? Like, I don't think they would delay the game for the trademark issue all the way to November. I'm thinking it's gameplay stuff. That's why they're delaying it so long. Will we see another delay into 2024 from this game? I wouldn't be shocked. Our 100% focus remains on the game itself, how to deliver the best game possible. Thank you, and we hope for your support. Yeah, it says so they do say they want to ensure we release the best possible game. That means the game is not in the shape that it needs to be for full release here, regardless of the trademark. This is just a wild situation. I have never heard of something like this happening in gaming ever. Even with indie games, you don't really hear about problems like this. So a developer that's a bit bigger, has more people like Fantastic, you would think they'd have all their boxes checked and ducks in a row. Yeah, so this was just a wild story. I Have no idea what to think about this game. It's a game that from the outside it looks like more hardcore. The Division meets maybe something like Tarkov in the way, not the gameplay as far as the raids, etc., but more so the more hardcore aspect of it with the looting and whatnot, and less fantastical abilities and stuff like that that you do see in the Division. So I I don't know. For me personally, I would not bank on anything having to do with this game whatsoever. Have no faith in it right now, and I would absolutely love to be proven wrong. I hope this game is a banger, but at this point, I just can't see it. And yeah, this is the wild story of the day before, and that's gonna be it for me. I probably won't cover the game until we see some gameplay, and then maybe I'll reevaluate my thoughts at that point. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, helps me out tremendously. My name is Jopa, and I'll catch you all later.